Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that goes beyond personal success or individual achievement. It's about collective growth, about how we can rise together and become stronger versions of ourselves through unity, empathy, and shared purpose. The title of my message is Let's Build Ourselves Together. Unity over individualism is the foundation upon which true growth and transformation are built. When we focus solely on ourselves, our vision becomes narrow and our progress limited. But when we embrace unity, we begin to see the world through a wider lens, one that includes the dreams, efforts, and potential of others around us. Unity teaches us that our journey is not meant to be walked alone. It is meant to be shared, nurtured, and strengthened through connection. Every great achievement in history has been born from collective effort. People coming together, combining their strengths, and believing in a shared goal. It is in this togetherness that we discover the real power of human potential. In today's world, where individual recognition often overshadows collaboration, unity becomes even more valuable. When we start to prioritize togetherness over competition, we begin to realize that no one truly wins alone. Every success story has roots in teamwork, mentorship, and community support. Choosing unity does not mean losing individuality. Rather, it enhances it. By uniting with others, we learn to complement one another's weaknesses with our strengths, and together, we create something far more meaningful than what we could achieve alone. Unity gives us the courage to go further, to face challenges without fear, because we know we are not standing alone. Moreover, unity builds a sense of belonging that strengthens both our hearts and minds. When people feel connected, they are more motivated, more inspired, and more committed to achieving something great. A united group becomes a family where success is shared and struggles are supported. This bond creates resilience, the ability to rise again after setbacks. In unity, failure doesn't feel like the end because there are others to help us rise again. We feel there are others to help us rise again. Through unity, we learn empathy, patience, and cooperation, qualities that shape our character and prepare us to face the world with confidence. Ultimately, embracing unity over individualism is about recognizing that our strength multiplies when we work together. It's understanding that every person we meet holds value and every collaboration brings us closer to our purpose. When we act as one, we move beyond personal ambition and toward collective progress. We build bridges instead of walls, and we turn differences into opportunities for learning and growth. Unity transforms ordinary individuals into an extraordinary force, capable of achieving what no single person could ever accomplish alone. The power of collaboration lies in its ability to turn individual efforts into collective triumphs. When people come together with open minds and shared goals, they create a synergy that goes far beyond what each person could accomplish alone. Collaboration invites diversity of thought, blending different skills, perspectives, and experiences into a unified vision. It transforms an ordinary task into something extraordinary by allowing creativity to flow freely between individuals in every field. Whether it's science, business, art, or social change, collaboration has been the driving force behind groundbreaking achievements. It teaches us that success is not just about personal brilliance, but about how well we can connect, communicate, and cooperate with others toward a common purpose. When we collaborate, we learn to appreciate the strengths and ideas that others bring to the table. Instead of competing for recognition, we begin to value teamwork as a means of multiplying results. Collaboration doesn't diminish individuality, it enhances it by creating space for everyone's voice to be heard and respected. It encourages open dialogue, fosters trust, and nurtures innovation. Working together allows us to identify blind spots we may not see on our own, helping us make better decisions and achieve higher quality outcomes. When individuals share ideas and build on each other's creativity, they form an unstoppable force of progress that continually evolves and adapts. Furthermore, Collaboration instills a sense of responsibility and belonging among team members. It reminds us that our actions affect others and that our contributions matter in shaping the group's success. This interconnectedness encourages accountability, not out of fear, but out of respect for those who depend on us. Through collaboration, we develop empathy, patience, and humility. We learn to listen actively, compromise gracefully, and celebrate shared victories. Each project completed together becomes a symbol of unity and perseverance, teaching us that real strength comes not from standing alone, but from standing together. Beyond productivity, collaboration builds meaningful human connections that extend beyond professional or academic achievements. It cultivates friendships, mutual respect, and emotional support that last long after the work is done. In a world that often emphasizes individual accomplishment, the spirit of collaboration brings us back to what truly matters. People helping people, minds meeting minds, and hearts working towards something greater than themselves. Collaboration, at its core, is not just a method of working, it is a philosophy of life that reminds us that progress is sweetest when it is shared. Support and encouragement are the invisible forces that empower individuals to rise above fear, doubt, and failure. When someone believes in us, it gives us the courage to believe in ourselves. A few kind words, a small gesture of support, or even silent understanding can make a tremendous difference in a person's life. We often underestimate the impact of encouragement, but it is one of the strongest motivators that push people forward. When we know that someone has our back, that someone trusts our potential, we begin to take bold steps toward our dreams. Support creates confidence, and confidence creates progress. This simple yet powerful cycle is what helps individuals overcome obstacles and reach their highest potential. Encouragement does not always come in grand gestures. Sometimes it is found in the smallest acts of kindness, a smile, a reassuring nod, or a word of appreciation. These moments remind people that they are seen, valued, and capable. When we take time to uplift others, we become catalysts for change in their lives. Support is not just about offering help when things go wrong. It's about being present in both triumph and struggle. It's about reminding others that success is possible, even when the path seems difficult. Through encouragement, we give people the strength to continue, even when they feel like giving up. In a community built on mutual support, individuals don't just grow, they thrive. When encouragement becomes a shared habit, it spreads like a positive chain reaction. One person's belief in another can inspire a ripple effect, motivating countless others to chase their own goals. This creates an environment where people feel safe to express their ideas, take risks, and embrace failure as a part of learning. Instead of tearing one another down, we begin to lift each other higher. Support transforms competition into collaboration and insecurity into empowerment. It reminds us that success is not about being better than others, but about being better together. Ultimately, offering support and encouragement reflects the best of human nature. It strengthens relationships, builds trust, and creates a sense of unity that goes beyond individual ambition. Every time we uplift someone, we are also uplifting ourselves, because positivity and compassion always return to their source. By being there for one another, we create a culture where people dare to dream, strive for excellence, and overcome limitations. Support and encouragement form the foundation of any thriving community, one that grows not through criticism or comparison, but through care, kindness, and shared belief in each other's potential. Learning from each other is one of the most powerful ways to grow, both personally and collectively. Every individual carries a unique story, shaped by their experiences, challenges, and perspectives. When we open our minds to listen and learn from those around us, we discover wisdom that we might never have found on our own. This kind of learning goes beyond textbooks or formal education. It comes from conversations, shared experiences, and meaningful connection. Each person we meet becomes a teacher in some way, offering lessons that broaden our understanding of the world. By valuing the knowledge of others, we develop humility, and realize that growth is an endless journey of discovery. When we learn from each other, we also break down the barriers of ego and pride. Too often, people believe that seeking advice or admitting they know something is a sign of weakness. But in truth, it is a sign of strength. A willingness to learn from others demonstrates openness, curiosity, and respect. It allows us to see the world from multiple perspectives and to approach challenges with greater creativity and compassion. Everyone has something valuable to share, whether it's a skill, a story, or a mistake they've learned from. When we listen with genuine intent, we not only gain knowledge but also build empathy. Understanding that every person's journey carries lessons that can enrich our own. The process of learning from others also creates unity and connection. It brings people closer by fostering trust and mutual respect. When we share ideas and insights, we build bridges between different backgrounds, generations, and cultures. This exchange of knowledge strengthens communities, making them more resilient and adaptable. In a world that is constantly changing, the ability to learn from one another becomes a key to survival and progress. Collaboration, mentorship, and teamwork thrive when learning becomes a shared value. Each person's growth contributes to the collective advancement of the group, proving that wisdom multiplies when it is shared. Moreover, learning from each other nurtures a culture of continuous improvement. It reminds us that no one ever truly knows it all, and that growth has no final destination. By being open to the lessons others can teach us, we stay flexible, grounded, and inspired. Every conversation, every collaboration, every challenge faced together becomes an opportunity to expand our understanding. This shared learning not only enriches our minds but also strengthens our relationships, allowing us to move forward together with confidence and clarity. When we learn from each other, we don't just gain knowledge, we build a foundation of collective wisdom that empowers everyone to become better versions of themselves. Building a positive community begins with the simple yet powerful act of caring for one another. A community becomes truly strong not because of its size or wealth, but because of the kindness, respect, and understanding that bind its members together. When people come together with shared values and mutual compassion, they create an environment where everyone feels safe, supported, and valued. A positive community is one where individuals don't just coexist. They connect, collaborate, and contribute to each other's growth. It's a place where empathy replaces judgment and encouragement takes the place of criticism. When such a spirit exists, even small acts of goodwill can create lasting impacts that inspire others to follow the same path of positivity. The foundation of any positive community lies in mutual respect and inclusivity. It thrives when every voice is heard and every person feels like they belong. Diversity becomes a strength rather than a source of division, because people learn to appreciate different perspectives and experiences. In such an environment, differences are celebrated as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to separate. Building this kind of community requires effort. It takes listening, understanding, and the willingness to put others before ourselves. But when individuals come together with genuine intentions, barriers begin to dissolve and unity flourishes naturally. A positive community is built on shared purpose, where people lift each other up and work collectively toward common goals. A community driven by positivity also becomes a source of inspiration and strength in times of difficulty. When challenges arise, people within such communities rally together, offering support, guidance, and hope. No one feels left behind because everyone understands the value of solidarity. This collective energy creates resilience, the ability to face adversity with courage and compassion. Whether it's offering emotional comfort, sharing resources, or lending a helping hand, a positive community always finds ways to turn struggles into opportunities for growth. It reminds us that we are never truly alone, that there is always someone who cares, and that together we can overcome even the toughest of times. Beyond emotional support, a positive community fosters learning, innovation, and creativity. When people feel encouraged and appreciated, They are more open to sharing ideas, taking risks, and pursuing their passions. Such an environment nurtures growth on every level, personal, social, and even professional. It becomes a space where dreams are born, nurtured, and realized through collaboration and trust. Everyone contributes their unique strengths, knowing that their efforts matter. This creates a continuous cycle of growth and gratitude that strengthens the entire group. Building a positive community, therefore, is not just about creating harmony. It's about shaping a brighter future where people stand together, grow together, and thrive together. Celebrating shared success is about recognizing that every achievement is the result of collective effort, not just individual determination. When we take time to acknowledge and appreciate the contributions of others, we strengthen the bonds that hold a group or community together. Success becomes more meaningful when it is shared because it reflects the unity, cooperation, and dedication of everyone involved. In a world where personal accomplishments are often glorified, celebrating shared victories reminds us that teamwork and mutual support are the true driving forces behind lasting progress. Every milestone reached together is a testament to the power of collaboration and the spirit of togetherness that pushes people to achieve beyond their limits. When we celebrate success as a team, we nurture a culture of gratitude and belonging. Recognizing others' efforts fosters mutual respect and encourages everyone to continue giving their best. It's not just about rewards or praise. It's about making people feel valued for their hard work and dedication. When individuals know that their contributions are noticed, they develop a deeper connection to their group and its goals. This sense of appreciation boosts morale, strengthens relationships, and creates an atmosphere where motivation thrives. A team that celebrates together stays together because joy and recognition build emotional connections that go beyond professional or personal differences. Shared celebration also transforms competition into collaboration. Instead of viewing success as a limited resource, people begin to see it as something that grows when shared. When one person achieves something, it inspires others to aim higher, showing that success is not a race but a journey we can all take together. This mindset eliminates jealousy and comparison, replacing them with inspiration and mutual pride. His bhajan infiltration, enrobing in optimism and jealousy, celebrating others' victories teaches humility. It helps us appreciate that each success story contributes to the greater good of the community. When we cheer for others, we invite positivity into our own lives and create an environment where everyone feels encouraged to rise and succeed. Beyond recognition, celebrating shared success serves as a reminder of what can be achieved through unity and perseverance. It reinforces the importance of teamwork and shows that every role, no matter how small, plays a crucial part in achieving big dreams. These moments of celebration strengthen our sense of purpose and remind us why we started our journey together in the first place. Whether it's a simple word of appreciation, a collective cheer, or a shared moment of reflection, celebrating success keeps the spirit of collaboration alive. It teaches us that true fulfillment comes not from individual victories, but from the joy of knowing that together we have created something worth celebrating. Creating a better future together begins with a shared vision, one that places collective well-being above individual gain. It's about recognizing that the choices we make today will shape the world for generations to come. When people unite under a common purpose, they can overcome even the greatest challenges. Building a better future requires cooperation, empathy, and a deep sense of responsibility toward one another. It means understanding that progress isn't achieved by a single person or group, but through the combined efforts of many who believe in positive change. Every act of kindness, every shared idea, and every collaborative decision becomes a building block toward a brighter, more sustainable world for all. A better future cannot be built on division or isolation. It grows from understanding, trust, and inclusivity. When we work together, we learn to value diversity and harness it as a strength. Each person brings unique talents and experiences that contribute to a richer, more innovative society. Collaboration encourages creativity and sparks new possibilities that individuals alone might never imagine. By supporting each other's goals and dreams, we create an environment where progress becomes continuous and everyone has the opportunity to thrive. The future we build together becomes a reflection of our shared commitment to fairness, respect, and compassion, values that define the strength of our humanity. Working together for a better future also means taking responsibility for the world we live in. It involves making conscious choices that promote sustainability, peace, and equality. Each generation holds the power to influence what comes next, and it's through unity that we can confront global issues such as poverty, inequality, and environmental change. When people join hands to solve problems rather than pointing fingers, they create real solutions that benefit everyone. The spirit of collaboration ensures that progress is not temporary but lasting, because it is rooted in the shared effort and understanding of many. By coming together, we can turn challenges into opportunities and transform struggles into milestones of collective growth. Ultimately, creating a better future together is about building a legacy of hope, unity, and purpose. It's about ensuring that the next generation inherits a world filled with compassion, justice, and opportunity. When people move forward together with love and determination, they become unstoppable. The future is not something that happens to us. It is something we create with every choice, every action, and every act of kindness we offer to others. Through shared effort and unwavering belief in one another, we can shape a world that reflects the very best of who we are. A world where everyone has the chance to rise, belong, and shine. As we reflect on the journey of building ourselves together, let us remember that unity, collaboration, and shared purpose are not just ideas. They are the foundation of true progress. When we choose to support, learn from, and uplift one another, we create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond our immediate surroundings. Each of us holds the power to inspire change, but together, we hold the power to transform the world. Let's carry forward the spirit of togetherness in everything we do, in our workplaces, our communities, and our relationships. Let's celebrate not only our personal victories, but also the collective achievements that make humanity stronger. The path to a brighter future is not built by isolated hands, but by hearts and minds working side by side. So let's continue to grow, to dream, and to build, not apart, but together. Because when we rise together, we don't just create success, we create meaning, connection, and a legacy of hope for generations to come.